This is a captured Soviet anti-aircraft gun, the most widely dispersed weapon, above the size of a machine gun, in the Soviet inventory. The Army's Camp Grayling, a remote location in Upper Michigan, is used by the Flight Dynamics Laboratory to test this 37mm gun for AFSC's Foreign Technology Division. All armament obtained by whatever means from an enemy or potential enemy undergoes rigid testing to determine its capabilities and characteristics. Knowing the capabilities and characteristics of this gun can be a lifesaver for our pilots flying in the vicinity of these weapons. With range and altitude in mind, a pilot can judge his safe height and distance to avoid the flak. The gun is used very effectively by the enemy in Southeast Asia for the protection of SAM sites and other important targets. It can fire at a cyclic rate of almost 3 rounds per second. Its tactical anti-aircraft range is about 8,200 feet. The point-detonating high-explosive projectile weighs 1.6 pounds and has an effective fragmentation radius of approximately 20 feet. Firing of the gun is controlled by an on-carriage optical-mechanical computing site. For identification purposes, the firing is divided into 3 segments: muzzle flash and smoke, tracer, and burst. The most important characteristics are the color, size, shape, intensity, and duration of the elements in the firing sequence. Certain variables, however, may make identification somewhat difficult. Changes in chemistry between different lots of the same ammunition, and atmospheric and background conditions. How long the smoke lingers near the muzzle depends entirely upon wind conditions. The characteristics of the firings look much the same from the ground as from the aircraft. Slow-motion photography shows the tracer start out quite yellow, but as it proceeds further from the gun muzzle, it tends to become more orange or reddish. Identifying characteristics in the case of bursts, both ground and air, are color, size, and shape. Stop-action photos of bursts illustrate this principle. Important, too, are the shape and size of the smoke cloud. In summary, the things to watch for in identifying Russian 37mm artillery from the air are the color, size, and shape of the muzzle flash, as well as its intensity and duration, the color and intensity of the tracer, and the color, comparative size, and shape of the burst. This evaluation is a vital part of the Air Force effort to help our air crews select a safe flight altitude to avoid being hit.